Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
Let's talk about this situation right here, though. This situation right here, this Travis Kelce situation. I gotta take a deep breath on this one.
So I'm sure by now everybody has heard the rumors about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, how they're dating. And they're rumors now because they haven't really confirmed anything, but I'm sure they're dating because his brother said something about it. So I doubt his brother would lie about something like that. So basically I saw this tweet that said, to go from Kayla and Nicole to Taylor Swift has to be the biggest downgrade I've witnessed. Yikes. So somebody quotes the tweet and says, "You lot need to leave Kayla alone. She moved on ages ago and is living her life why is she being compared? Plus that Kelce treated her like and bragged about it. She's free now." This is very true. Kayla, she's right on the side right there. She dated this man for 5 years. He never proposed to her. And there are rumors that he was like really cheap. Like really cheap. In a thread that I saw, someone compared him to Jason Pitts. And if you've watched the game, Jason Pitts was cheap as heck. He did not like to spend his money and he played for a team in the NFL. But I need people to leave this woman alone and stop comparing her to Taylor Swift or compare Taylor Swift to her. Like, she's just out here minding her business, doing her thing, not thinking about this man, doesn't care about this man. And here we have people trying to bring her up in the conversation. Like, look at her. She looks good. She's doing her thing. She's doing her best, not caring about her ex. And I think we should all do the same. Because at the end of the day, I'm sure Kayla will be okay with or without that man in her life. And I'm sure, like, she don't want Travis back because I'm sure she's been through a lot with that man. They were together on and off for 5 years. And we all know most relationships that are on and off are not good relationships at all.
I feel embarrassed as a Black woman. I do. And you want to know why? This is a bottom shelf brand, okay? Bottom shelf. Hold on, let me find a different photo. He's bottom shelf. All right? Bottom. Now, why is he bottom shelf? Well, first of all, the reason why Kelce and Nicole, allegedly, the reason why they broke up was because he cheated on her. Not once, but twice. He cheated on Kayla. I'm sorry, Kayla. All right. That was the reason why they allegedly split. She left him. It wasn't he left her. She left. All right. She collected her things and she got the hell up out of there because this man was wasting her time and cheating on her. Imagine a man wasting your time and having the audacity to cheat. That's insane to me. That is truly insane to me. But you know what's crazy about all of this is Kayla is getting all of this backlash because Black women have decided to make the focal point of this coming togetherness of this 2% milk couple. And yes, I said 2% milk. Why? Not because they white. Because we all know Taylor Swift, this situation, this relationship is going to expire. If you know anything about Taylor Swift, she be changing these men out like she changed her damn panties, okay? So it's 2% milk simply because it has an expiration date, all right? So y'all have, this woman decided to leave this man. She wants to move on with her life as she should because this man was wasting her time. But then Black women want to turn this into a, how dare you? I'm like, what do you mean? How dare he? He cheated and dogged out the Black woman that he was with. He should just go ahead and just move on. If he want to go date a white woman, that's what he should do. I don't want him to date a sister, because when he was dating a sister, he was dogging her out. That's a mess. So what are we fighting about again? I'm like, do Black women have any pride, dignity, self-respect? I could understand if this was some stand-up guy, but this ain't a stand-up. This is not a stand-up guy. And I honestly think this relationship with Taylor Swift is publicity. I don't even think it's a real relationship. The energy is giving Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. It's not even giving a real relationship. So I don't understand the outrage from Black women. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'm like, are we really tripping over a bottom shelf Brad that was cheating out here in these streets? That was allegedly cheap. He was a cheapskate. That's what they said. That's what they said. They said this man was a cheapskate. I'm like, are Black women really that damn desperate? I don't associate myself with that desperation at all. Are you out of your mind? I don't care who this man date. Hell, he could date another white supermodel. I wouldn't care. I know we're not this desperate. I'm truly embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Like now Kayla, she's getting all type of hate on her Instagram. And this is all brought on because Black women are mad. Yes, Black women are mad because he decided to date he decided to date women from his own community. I don't see anything wrong with that. All right. I really don't. I don't see nothing wrong with a man dating within his own community. Most men do that anyway. Black men tend to struggle with that. And I'm talking about the brothers out here that actually have success. But other races of men, they don't struggle with that. So is it shocking for me to see this white man with this white woman? No, y'all, it's not shocking at all. I don't understand it. So she's over here getting hate. Kayla over here getting unnecessary hate. She didn't want the man. She moved on. I don't get it. And then there's a whole discourse on Twitter about this debate about Kelce downgraded from his past relationship after dating rumors with Taylor Swift. All right. So, of course, here men are doing what they do best, comparing women to other women to create some illusion. Honestly, it's delusional. Some delusional hierarchy among women. I ain't falling for the shit. I'm not. Men are men. They date who they date. And I tell y'all all the time that men like variety. I tell y'all that all the time. This woman right here, she really had me embarrassed. She said, for you to go from Kayla Nicole to Taylor Swift, you never liked Black women to begin with. How can you say that? And I feel like that's that internalized thought process that have been, with Black women have this internalized thought process that they got from Black men, right? Like, they're like, oh, a white man will fetishize you, but a Black man would not. Girl. Black men fetishize you just like a white man could. That I don't understand that. A lot of us were fetishized by a Black man before we were fetishized by a white man, or even a white man was given the opportunity to fetishize us. A Black man was doing it first. What do you mean? This is why I date who I want to date, because I'm just like, well, I've been fetishized my whole life, and it started with Black men. All right? So women have this internalized thought process that was passed down because they be listening to these men. I tell y'all, stop listening to them, where you be like, he never really liked Black women. He just fetishized us. I'm just like, so what do y'all be thinking Black men be doing with your fat asses? Come on now. I'm for real. I've been fetishized my whole life by Black men and my fat ass. That's all they see is my fat ass. They don't see my personality. They don't see my character. They don't care about how I carry myself. They don't care about none of that. They see my fat ass and that's it. I was at camp for the game. In Houston, I normally do not go to camp. Why? Because it's just, if you know, don't go to camp when you in Houston, because that's the energy. So I go because I'm with family, and the family that I have out here, they like to watch the Chiefs game at the camp. So whenever I go, it's free. I don't have to pay for nothing. I just walk on in. I go to the section, and I'm sitting with family. So I go because I feel safe, right? But while I'm there, I'm going to the bathroom. I walk to the bathroom, then I walk straight back to my section. But as I'm walking, me and my friend, we walking right by this man, and all I see is he like, damn, like, and I'm just like, oh my God, like making a whole scene simply because I'm walking by and he see my ass. Black men have been fetishizing y'all forever, but you draw the line with a white man. Why? Like, ain't it all the same? Because if a white man doing it versus a black man doing it, it's not valuable. That man don't cherish you. So what's the difference between a black man doing it and a white man doing it? It's literally not worth anything. It's dehumanizing. That men don't respect you. So I don't understand why y'all give passes to black men when they do it, but you want to hold a white man to the fifth degree. It don't make sense. It's degrading. It don't matter what man is doing it. It's disrespectful as hell. I don't respond well to that type of attention. That's why attention, it don't impress me. It don't. Simply because I've been fetishized majority of my life by black men for simply being a thicker woman. So I don't understand why she pulled this narrative. I'm just like, girl, and what do you think black men be out here doing? Come on now. I'm sick of that. But y'all be running with them same talking points that men have from their point of view. But girl, baby girl, you not a woman? Because my whole life, I've dealt with the fetishization of black men doing it to me. I didn't ask to be treated that way. I didn't carry myself a certain way to even be treated that way. So I don't understand. I don't get it. But what did they do? They did it. And they say, oh, if you just carry yourself a certain way. I carry myself a certain way every day. I literally had on black leggings and a jersey yesterday. That's what I wore while I was being fetishized. Now, all the women in camp, if you've ever been to camp in Houston, they got their cheeks out. They wearing thongs and mini skirts. But this man felt it was okay to disrespect me, and I'm literally fully clothed. Seriously. So listen, all the excuses that y'all make for these men, I don't get it. Stop making excuses for them on both sides. And honestly, when it comes to women in this situation, you wouldn't be feeling no type of way if you wouldn't put men on a pedestal. I told y'all to stop putting men on a pedestal. You wouldn't be feeling no type of way at all. Because in nature, all men are the same. If we was to strip down butt naked, if men were to strip down butt naked and we walk out in nature, all men are going to react the same way. All right? Culturally, we may be different. But when we strip down naked and we speak on psychology and the thought process of a male, it's typically the same. So why are you shocked that a white man would go back to his own race of women after he got done doing what he wanted to do? How many black men have done it? I've seen both groups do it. And then when did this standard of if you go outside of your community, you got to stay with that community of people that you decide to deal with? Since when? It's 2023. I know black women that went out, dated white, did what they wanted to do, and then they ended up marrying a white man. I know black men for sure. All right. I've been watching them since middle school, high school, and college. They was out here doing their thing, and then they ended up with a black woman. I don't understand it. I've even seen white women date black, Asian, hell, the whole rainbow. Who they end up with? A white man. Listen, date who you want to date. All right. I don't understand. It's not hard. But if you truly were triggered by this situation, listen, you got to take men off a pedestal. All right. I don't care if he's white, black, take him off a pedestal, not to be disrespectful, right? You're doing it out of self-love. You are decentering men. You're putting yourself on a pedestal. You're putting yourself first. That's all you're doing. You're not taking a man off the pedestal to be hateful, to be spiteful, to be bitter. You're literally doing it out of self-love because you're putting yourself first. That is why I say take them off the pedestal. Because when you put yourself on a pedestal and it's all about centering yourself and self-love and things like that, you don't care what these men do. You don't care if they want to go out here and date a purple woman. You just don't care because you focusing on yourself, because at the end of the day, you gonna do what's best for you. So that may mean you married white, or you dated white and then you married black, or you dated black and then you married white, because you out here doing what you want to do. I don't understand it. You would not feel no type of way if you was just out here doing you, not caring what anyone has to say about it. You just living your life. But when you don't do that and you have these false expectations of people that are not realistic in 2023, you get disappointed when people do stuff like this. You get upset because you created some expectation that's delusional in your mind, and now you're upset. I mean, you shouldn't be, because you should be out here doing what you want to do. I don't even care about color at this point. I just listen, character. If a man is unhealed, he's unhinged. So if a man is unhealed, he's unhinged. I don't care about astrology. I'll joke about astrology, but really, real talk, I really don't care about astrology. I don't. It doesn't really make a man. A man's character makes a man. It's not his race. It's not his height. It's not any of that. If he's unhealed, he's most likely unhinged. Choose wisely. Date who you want to date. It's not that hard. I don't know why we're still on this colored crayon box when it comes to dating. I'm over that. That's a mess. You were just, and so she goes into this. You were just satisfying some kind of weird fetish. Now you are done and back on your actual type. Listen, I've seen all men of all races fetishize women. All right. And then I don't know why black women overlook black men fetishizing them. Like, most likely you've been fetishized by a black boy before you even hit puberty for some women out here. All right. So stop overlooking what black men have done just to hold white men to a certain standard. You should be holding all men to a certain standard. Because like I said, I don't care what type of race this man is, what race this man is. I don't like to be fetishized. It doesn't matter. When black men do it, it doesn't make me feel warm and cozy. It makes me feel disgusted. Okay. It makes me feel dehumanized. Like I'm reduced to a product or a service. I'm more than a product and a service, and I carry myself more than a product and a service. So I should be treated as such. So I don't care who's doing it. I don't like the behavior. I don't like the attention. And it's just that simple. So like I said, hold all men to that standard. All right. Not just white men. And then, you know, another thing that I saw about this situation was people are trying to compare how Taylor is built versus how, I don't know why women do this. I don't know why. And yes, I said women. Some men are doing it, but women are doing it too. And I was just like, why are y'all comparing their body types? I keep telling y'all, men like variety. All right. So as you can see, Taylor is more slim built. I'm sorry, ladies, but slim is coming back in style. All right. All right. That is coming back. I don't really think it ever left, honestly, because slim is like average, you know, slim is like timeless, not average, timeless. Slim is timeless. It's never going to go out of style. It's never going to go anywhere. So I don't know why women are trying to compare bodies and everything. I just think it's weird. I'm just like trying to create a hierarchy. Like I said, it don't matter what your build is, what your height is, what your insecurities are. Men like variety. That's it. So when you think of a man and you think of what he likes, or you think you have an idea of what he likes, or you think you know his type, I need you to go back to the Skittles bag, preferably the green bag or the red bag. And when you think of a man and you think of his type, you really need to be thinking of that Skittles bag. Okay. And then you pick through all the colors. That is what men like. All right. So, and if I'm gonna be real with you, if a man stick to one type of woman, that's a red flag for me. I don't know. It's a red flag for me. And the reason why it's a red flag is because you date off of your type and not off of a woman's like character and stuff like that. And I would see that as a red flag. Or maybe you have some weird fetish. Or maybe he got mommy issues or something that when they stick to one type or something like that, I would think that it's more of a red flag. But a man that kind of like dates around, and I feel like he dates because of a woman's character and not her outer appearance. And I would respect a man more than if he typically every ex that he has, like, it's always trouble. Cause I've seen this. Like I had a man where I looked at all his exes and they all look like me. That ain't good, girl. Cause I'm just thinking to myself, like, was I her replacement? Like, what's going on? Why she look exactly like me? Same build, same everything. Strange. And then some of these men, especially when, they're manipulative and stuff like that, they like to try to get the new girl to look like the older, the past, the ex girl that he was dealing with. It's normally a red flag when a man tries to date a woman and he has a type. So honestly, I don't see anything wrong with this. I don't think women see it that way, but if you look like all his past girls, I don't know about that. Kanye West is a perfect example of that. It's very strange how he got this woman out here dressing like Kim Kardashian. That's weird to me. It's a red flag. Like they have some type of weird fantasy or something like that. It's not good. So I respect a man that dates and he dates, different types of women. That tells me that he doesn't just reduce a woman to her body. Like he must see something else in her that he's truly interested in. But typically men that date the same body type, that's a red flag for me, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, Safari too. Yeah. Drake too. Yep. It's a red flag. I don't think women see it that way. See, women, y'all got to stop listening to these men. Y'all got to stop listening to them. Because I'm telling you, if a man has a type and he sticks to that type, he typically reduces a woman to her body and her outer appearance. And also, like, he may even be the type of guy that's insecure. So, like, he's insecure and that's why he dates a certain type to make himself look better to other people, impress his friends, stuff like that. So, ladies, I think it's great that men date and they date different types of women that look different simply because it's more than just her appearance. So I'm just saying that's going to be a red flag for me. That's going to be a red flag. But some of these men will try to, get in your head and manipulate you and everything like that and compare you and stuff like that. So just be careful with that. All right. That's really all I got for this video, this live stream. Please give the video a thumbs up. But I rebuke this energy. Oh, Nick Cannon is another one. Girl, like I said, it's a red flag. It's a red flag. All right. But I personally think this relationship is publicity. I don't know why. I really don't. I wonder if we're going to find out soon, but I really think it's publicity. I don't think this relationship is truly going to last. It just looks performative. It doesn't look like they're in love at all. It just looks like they doing a job and that's it. But I rebuke this energy where Black women are on Twitter just showing desperation. I'm like, girl, if you don't tighten up, you got us out here looking crazy. I need y'all to tighten up on Twitter, okay? Y'all got us out here looking desperate, like pushing that narrative that nobody wants us. Can you stop this? Kayla, and then Kayla left this man. All right. So get off Twitter. All right. Have some damn dignity and pride. I don't understand that. It's like, come on now. And now men are running with it. And now they're in her comments on Instagram talking about that's why you got left. She left. That's why I'm just like, listen, all Black women had to do was mind their damn business.